Hey Cancer, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. What was going on for this person the last time the two of you spoke? Or the last time the two of you saw each other? Okay, I think that's it. So, what I've been doing is taking the top of the deck and the bottom of the deck energy, and we will see what was going on for this person the last time the two of you spoke or saw each other. So we have the fish at the top of the deck, and at the bottom of the deck we have the otter. Okay, two water element cards coming out here. Which is significant because it looks like there was some emotional connection the last time the two of you spoke or saw each other. A lot of emotions came up for this person. I'm getting heavy Pisces energy here. You or this person may be a Pisces, or this last time you spoke to this person could have happened in Pisces season. I'm also feeling Cancer, Scorpio energy coming through, so that might be significant for you as well. There is this feeling of, there's this feeling that they let you slip away. Yeah, there's this feeling that they let you like get away. They let you slip away. You slipped right out of their hands. You slipped right between their fingers. So this could be something about you being the one that got away, something like that. This could be specifically about this last interaction where it's like you slipped away, or you got out of their grasp somehow. This is weird energy. If this is someone you have a connection with, like a previous connection, you were maybe in a relationship with this person, then this is letting me know that the last time this person saw you, or the last time the two of you spoke, they firmly realized that you were the one who got away. They realized that this connection really slipped right through their fingers, that they let something go that they didn't want to let go. There could also be this feeling of like, they didn't want this interaction to end. That's kind of energy that I've been picking up on. I think that came through in one of the other readings, but this slipping away thing, it could be that. It could be that the last time the two of you saw each other, it might not even be that they didn't want it to end, but it could be that maybe the two of you didn't get to talk. Maybe you just saw each other from across the room, and by the time they could make it over to you or get away from the conversation that they were in, you had already left, or they didn't know where you were. And it could be that kind of a feeling, or it was very brief, it was in passing or something, and they just feel like the opportunity slipped by, like they let the opportunity slip by. They might have thought they had more of an opportunity with you. They were going to see you again, they were going to run into you again, they were going to talk to you again, and it just seems like it kind of slipped by. This could also be the energy of things not matching up, schedules not matching up, circumstances not seeming to line up, because I feel like this person wanted more. They wanted to talk to you more. They wanted the interaction to continue on. And it might be that since this last interaction, circumstances are not lining up so that the two of you can talk. You might have conflicting schedules. You might have a lot going on in your lives individually, and they just haven't been able to kind of line things up so that the two of you can spend more time together, so the two of you can talk more. I feel like for a lot of you, this might be like a past connection. This could be something that maybe you were in a relationship with this person, or it was going smoothly at some point, because this is kind of the energy of some kind of ending or some kind of break. So they're kind of thinking a lot about how they didn't want this connection or this bond that the two of you had to end. They didn't want that to be broken. Something I'm picking up on the sense that something has gotten more difficult for this person since you left their life, or since the last time the two of you spoke. Yeah, it feels like some circumstance in their life has gotten more difficult, and I feel like they're relating this to you in some way, that something is more difficult without you in their life, or that they want to talk to you about something that might be more difficult for them, like something may have happened in their life that they want to talk to you about. But yeah, there's this feeling of like things have gotten harder, things have gotten worse, and it could be that this interaction kind of spurred something for them, and now they're seeing things as more difficult, or they're seeing life as like harder to get through without you in their life, or without being able to talk to you. I feel this sense of them really missing you. They miss just seeing you. And for some of you, they miss this deep connection that you've shared if you've had more of a history with this person. It's like they feel kind of restless without you. Or when you're not around, they just feel kind of restless. It's like they're always thinking about seeing you again. They're thinking, like, anticipating the next time that they see you. Because I'm getting this energy because on one hand, with this fish energy, we have somebody who is just kind of going through the motions of life. There's almost this feeling of like being fed up or being bored with life, not feeling very excited, not feeling very inspired. And then on the other hand, we have this otter energy, and otter energy is very jovial. It's very playful. It's energy that's full of joy, and it's like looking forward to what's to come, looking forward to the future. And with this energy over here, it's like this isn't somebody who really looks forward to the future. This is somebody who just kind of like goes through the motions, the day-to-day, just does the day-to-day, and just kind of like, it's humdrum. So I feel like in some way you kind of like inspire this person, you kind of brighten this person's mood, their day. The thought of you brightens things up for them. And I feel like since meeting you, or since thinking about how this connection could progress, their regular life feels kind of drab. It feels kind of like blah. Because there's so much happiness, there's so much potential with you, and they can't stop thinking about that. So I think this person is very aware of how happy you make them, and it feels like without this connection, or since this connection, like they've been sort of just drifting along with no real direction, or they were drifting along with no real direction before you came into their life. I feel like this person fakes it really, really well, which is so interesting because you pick the mask. So it's like this person wears a mask and they can fake it. Like they can, get up every day, go to work, do the thing, whatever it is that they have to do. Nobody would know that they're feeling kind of like about life, but they do. And I think especially since imagining this future with you, everything seems kind of dull. It's like everything's in black and white. And with you, they see the full spectrum of color. So yeah, they fake it pretty well. I don't think most people would know that they're just kind of like going with the flow. But they're longing for some kind of excitement, and it's like the kind of excitement that you bring into their life. You make them smile. Your last conversation or interaction with them might have been something that was really lighthearted, that really lifted their mood. Even if this wasn't a lighthearted conversation or interaction, this last conversation, it's like they were still happy to be seeing you, or they were still happy to be talking to you. There's something about when the two of you connect that just makes them happy. So they were just happy about that, even if it didn't go the way that they wanted it to. It's like somehow you managed to lift their spirits no matter what the circumstances are. And they like being playful with you. Like they like this kind of playful energy that the two of you have. Things just feel better. Like things seem to flow better. Things seem more exciting when they're around you. And that's what they're thinking about. Like that's the impression. That's the lasting impression. That it's just a whole lot of fun. You might have laughed a lot together. You might have joked together. Maybe you like you two get each other's sense of humor or something like that. Let's look at the tarot and see what's going on. 8 of Cups coming out in reverse. For some of you, this is a past connection. We were kind of talking about this. This is the feeling of them wanting to come back, them wanting to kind of why do I want to say reinvigorate? That's weird. Wanting to restart something, wanting to strike something up from what they previously walked away from, wanting to start something new with the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. Gosh, this person wishes so much that they could create something more with you. And if this is a feeling of like somehow this connection slipped away, it slipped through their fingers, they want to figure out how to get this connection back on track. There's an offer that wants to be made here with the 2 Knights. I feel like there is some hesitance or something kind of restricting this with the Knight of Wands showing up in reverse, but the offer is very genuine. The Knight of Cups, it's a very sweet offer. It's a very romantic offer. It's a romantic gesture. This could even have to do with them wanting to give you some type of gift, wanting to ask you out, wanting to even in some cases propose to you. Yeah, there's really an offer of commitment here is what they want and what they're thinking about. And I think the reason that this is on their mind is because there's this feeling of happiness. And I feel like for them, it's very obvious that you make them happy because they have been in other scenarios where they haven't been so happy. And they maybe even don't feel all that happy and inspired on a day-to-day basis. And that could be why it's like, when you come into their life, when they get to talk to you, when they see you, and when they did see or talk to you this last time, it was like a real, it's like it shined a light on something. It was a real juxtaposition. It's like, I was feeling this way and now I'm feeling this way. I can definitely tell the difference. It's very, like, it is very different. There's this feeling of wanting to communicate openly with the Queen of Swords, wanting to express something. And I feel like that feeling of wanting to communicate and express is sort of being like cut off by this 9 of Wands in reverse. This is like they want to communicate about the passionate feelings they have towards you. But instead of doing that, it's like they go into this Hermit energy, which is really reminding me of the Fish energy. So we have Virgo energy there. It's really reminding me of this kind of dark place. The Hermit doesn't necessarily go with the flow. So I think what this person is in this Hermit energy about is how they want to continue, how they want to move forward with this. And so they've gone into this reflective place, and I feel like it's like they want to communicate. Instead of communicating, they're reflecting, they're going internal. And I don't know if this person is typically an introvert, but they're definitely in an introverted space about this, and they want to either start something new or they want to start something over. For a lot of you, they want to start something over because you have this 8 of Cups here in reverse. They want to come back, they want to like try again. But the Page of Pentacles again is like the energy of starting something new, the energy of there being potential there. There's also this feeling that they want to take charge of this situation. They want to manifest something with you. And I think that Hermit energy is kind of bringing them to this place of like exploring what they could manifest or what they want to manifest with this Magician energy here. I think there's really something they want to create. They want to let the mask fall away, and I feel like that's part of it. Like this Hermit energy is part of them letting that mask fall away. They have to first be in touch with the fact that they might not be happy about everything that's going on in their life, because I feel like this last interaction really made them see that. There was a real big difference. And you know what? This is really interesting, but for some of you, I'm hearing this last interaction, even if it happened like a while ago, this person may have since entered in a new relationship, or even if they're not in a new relationship, it could be that they're reminiscing about how happy they were before. So like how happy they were with you, or when the two of you communicated, because I feel like this energy could be the energy of someone. They're definitely comparing two things. They're comparing like kind of this darker energy with this lighter energy, and it really could have happened at any point. It could be that they experienced the darker energy and then they experienced the lighter energy and went, whoa, that's a difference. Or it could have happened in reverse. They could have actually experienced this lighter energy with you in the past, and now they're seeing that nothing is quite living up to it. Nothing can compare to that energy. So the last time the two of you spoke, it has them thinking a lot about making some sort of offer, even coming back, coming out of the shadows. But it feels like there's a lot of work that they've wanted to do, a lot of introspection that they wanted to do, and a lot that they don't want to say, but that they want to think about, they want to contemplate. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords. Okay, we had this Six of Swords fall out right away, and it kind of fell out off to the side. I think it's coming out in reverse. I'm going to grab another card to further clarify this Queen of Swords, maybe even clarify that Mask card. That might be clarification for the Mask card. Queen of Swords. Why is this Queen of Swords here? Why is this Queen of Swords here? Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's some sort of happiness that they feel like is out of reach, or some kind of happiness that they can't access right now, and I feel like that's what they want to talk to you about. It's this energy of like, feeling like I'm really happy when I'm with you, or you really light up my life, you light up my day. Things feel better around you. Like I feel like I have it all when I'm with you. But it's like this is what they want to communicate about. And I feel like they want to move away from pretending. Like they want to move away from this energy of pretending to be happy, or pretending that everything is okay, pretending that they're satisfied with the situation. They want to be real. So I feel like there's this feeling of like the mask wanting to slip, wanting to fall away. They're kind of being introspective about how they want to move forward, about what decisions they want to make. Do they want to keep wearing the mask, or do they want to be real? Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like something about your energy really sparked all of this for them. It has them looking at circumstances differently. It has them looking at like, what do I really want? Who do I really want to be? And who do I want to be able to be? Do I want to just go through life pretending, or do I want to be like actually happy? Because I feel like they feel like there's a sense of being actually happy and having actual potential here. Why is this Knight of Wands in reverse? Why is this Knight of Wands in reverse? Why is the Knight of Wands here? Eight of Swords. That's a mental prison. So this is like somebody who doesn't really want to act on their feelings, or they're afraid to act on their feelings and this passion that they're feeling because they're in kind of a mental prison. I'm going to take all the cards that came out to clarify that. Four of Cups. So feeling dissatisfied with something. And the King of Swords. this person wants to tell you a lot. There's a lot that they want to say. You have the King and the Queen of Swords. So this is like also kind of giving me the feeling that they want there to be a real open communication between the two of you. And this could even be an indication that the last time the two of you saw or spoke to each other, that there was really open communication. There might have been something that was said, or they felt that like the communication was vibing in some way. Something was shared and expressed. Both of these cards coming out in the upright. But this might just be a desire to communicate more. But I feel like what this person wants to communicate with you about is how they feel restricted in being able to express to you all of these feelings that they have, and what in their life isn't really satisfying them. They want to tell you about how happy they are with you, and how satisfied they feel when the two of you are together. But there's like this hesitation to act on that. And I'm also very curious, has there been open communication about this? Because I see two parties communicating very openly and very almost straightforward and to the point about this. So there could have been a time when there was really straightforward communication about this, and this could have even been the last time you spoke to this person. What's up with the Hermit energy? What's going on with this Hermit energy? A lot of Libra energy here, by the way. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. The Hermit is being clarified by the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. This person is kind of in this introspective time in order to figure out how they want to move forward. And it's like, I think that they want to figure out how they move forward with you, because I'm picking up on the sense that like they don't want to move forward without you. So they're trying to figure out how to do that. Like, how can they almost lead in this? Aries energy coming through really strong. How can they lead in this? Almost like they need to figure out with this Hermit energy which direction they want to go in before they'd be able to lead the way here. But I think that what's happening is the two of you really see something special in each other. Like, you see each other's unique attributes. You see deeper into each other than like the average person, and that's one of the things that makes them really happy about this connection, because they do, like, they feel seen, they feel appreciated and acknowledged in this. The Emperor can also kind of give me this almost stoic feeling, this this kind of feeling of like having a poker face in a way. So I wonder if this person is trying to be kind of stoic about this connection right now. They might, while they're in this introspective energy, it's like they're trying not to show too much. They're trying not to let on about these feelings, especially the deeper feelings, but they are trying to figure them out. They're trying to figure them out. They're trying to reconcile a lot within themselves, I think. Like, especially with this mask thing, it's like they're really trying to figure out what they want. It's so interesting how you guys are getting so many cards to clarify. So I feel like this person is like, they're thinking about this from so many different angles. They're really in this Hermit energy. And the Hermit is like, Hermit energy really, it's still, because it's contemplative. So it's like, let's contemplate this next move. But then you have this Emperor energy clarifying it. So yeah, they're thinking about next steps. They're thinking about next moves, and they want to be sure. They want to be sure that they have done the work, that they've been introspective enough, that they've explored their feelings enough before they make any sort of move. And as we're talking about that, we're on to the Knight of Cups, which is, it is an offer. So let's clarify that Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Whew, Two of Cups. Yeah, they want to make you an offer. Like, there's like almost nothing else to be said when the Two of Cups is clarifying the Knight of Cups. This is someone who wants to come forward and let you know how happy you make them, how much of a team they think you are, how balanced they think your connection and your interaction is, and like how good you are for each other. That's what this person wants to tell you, like, especially because they can feel how good you are for them. They can just feel that in how you make them feel when the two of you are around each other, when the two of you talk. They can feel that. So we have some Gemini energy coming through with this. Yeah. This is why they want to make the offer. Two of Cups energy, why they want to make that offer, because they just see this being such a balanced partnership, such a like it was meant to be. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Why is this here? Why is the Eight of Cups in reverse here? So the Nine of Wands, this card keeps showing up. This is walls. This is like walls that have been put up, keeping some sort of boundary. This person may have been keeping boundaries in place between the two of you, and now they don't want to do that anymore. They want to be more open. So again, if this is a past connection, there could have been a wall up. There could have been a time when there was no communication, or when communication was very, very scarce and you didn't really know what was going on because they had a wall up. But this is them wanting to like break that wall down, move back toward you, toward that energy. And this also can just be somebody who's very, very guarded. They might just be protective of their feelings over their emotions. They might want to run from their emotions a lot. Let's clarify this Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they think this is fate. This feels like fate to them. With the Page, we're looking at a lot of potential. We're looking at a lot that has yet to be seen, but they can kind of feel that it's right. And the Wheel of Fortune is like this feeling of luck, this feeling of things finally turning around. So it's like they see this connection as this bright spot that's kind of turning things around for them. They see the potential, and they don't think it happened by accident. They don't think that maybe this desire to rekindle this flame for some of you, they don't think that that's happened by accident. It could even be that they feel like they've been kind of led to this point. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. Did that not happen before? Did that not happen before? It's like they want to figure out how to make this work. This card keeps showing up unless I'm mixing you guys up. Am I mixing you up with another pile? I feel like this was the bottom of the deck energy before. Either way, they want this to happen. They want to figure out, like, they're focused on it. They're focused on how they can create this. They're inspired to try to create this, to try to manifest this. And it's like they feel like they have everything that they need in order to do this. They might just need some more time to figure it out, like to figure out what steps they want to take. Yeah, they're interested in really manifesting more of a connection. Let's pull some oracle cards and see. Wow, I think I just blew your candles out, you guys. Should we continue? We'll continue. What else is going on? That really could have been some sort of symbol that, like, something ended in this connection. There was a break. Like the flame went out or something like that at some point in this connection, especially because both of them went out. It's kind of weird. What's going on for this person? So we had Judgment, Empathy, Indecision, and Death come out. Jeez. So if we were looking at a tarot deck, we have two cards, Judgment and Death. that would be major arcana cards. So this is like, these are big themes for this person, things that are very important. Important transformation, important wake-up calls. I feel like that's what this person's going through, a series of wake-up calls and some introspection. And when the last time they spoke with you, this kind of spurred that. Really tapping into their deep emotions. Really seeing things from your side, especially if this is a connection where you have been together in the past. They're seeing things more from your side now, but they're really tapping into their emotions. And then we have this indecision card. And this card says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So tapping into that intuition. We did have the 2 water signs coming out. So that is an indication of intuition. I think this person does have an intuitive knowing about this connection, especially with that Wheel of Fortune card coming out. There's something here that feels very fated to them. I strongly connect to that, because that's kind of that perfect energy where we're talking about like the difference between just kind of going through life and actually being happy. So this last interaction helped them to see that they really want to be in that happy energy more. They really want to be in this 2 of Cups with you. They want to have that partnership. They want to have that connection. They want to tap into their emotions. We have I'm not available. Hermit energy. I feel like that's that Hermit energy. They're really in this introspective time. For some of you, they could even be in another relationship since the last time you spoke with them, and that's what has them doing some soul searching here, because something isn't really satisfying them at the moment. The timing just wasn't right for us. God, you guys, some of you really, this is a past connection. And I'm afraid to contact you. That's the energy, like I was saying, that communication felt like it was cut off. So they might be afraid to reach out to you again. They're not really sure what to say. They want to get their feelings straight. They're in that Hermit energy, wanting to get all of this kind of straight so that they would know what to say if they were to reach out to you again. Let's get a few channeled messages before we wrap up. Gosh, these cards don't want to cooperate. I wonder if that's about just feeling like things weren't lining up right in this connection, or something not working out in this person's life, even outside of this connection. We have, I want you to be mine. Our time will come, which is so interesting because we have the timing just wasn't right for us. Our time will come. So they're very hopeful about this. There could have been something that happened in the past that like it really wasn't the right time, or they didn't have things figured out then, but they are confident that your time will come. I know you have choices. And then, surprise, surprise, I wish we could have a completely open and honest conversation. And that's what we were talking about with the Queen and the King of Swords coming out here. That's a completely open and honest conversation. Very direct, straight to the point conversation. And this is what this person wants, to communicate with you like that. And if there was ever a time when the 2 of you did communicate that way, they want to get back to that, because there's so much that they want to express and that they want to share with you. They know that you have other options. And I think they're really focused on that because you make them so happy that they know you would make anyone happy. They know anyone would be glad to be with you, would be ecstatic to be with you. And there's this part of them that doesn't really want to, like, they don't even want to imagine that. And they kind of feel like I better figure this out. I better get from, it's all under here, but I better move from that Hermit energy into that Emperor energy in a timely manner, because I don't want this opportunity to pass me by. I don't want to stay stuck. That's that 6 of Swords energy. They don't want to stay stuck. They want to move forward. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you did resonate with any of these messages, don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye!